And I'm gonna go into this other article real quick. It says White House keeping a close eye on misinformation on Twitter. You know, because Elon Musk, he got this whole thing where he's trying to make Twitter a place for like free speech, you know. And all of these other websites and social media sites, they basically done fell in line with the government. So, you know, they doing everything that the government say, you know. So they got certain things on there about misinformation. So anything they label misinformation or anything basically bringing out the truth, they're gonna call it misinformation. But what Elon Musk did, hey, he basically bought Twitter for himself, and he made it a platform for free speech. You know, people can basically say anything that they want on Twitter. You know, this is why they had that thing that said there, since Twitter has been taken over by Elon Musk, there's been a rise in racial slurs against so-called black people. There's been a rise in, you know, basically talking bad about those fake Jews over there. You know, there's been a rise in people talking shit about the LGBT people and things like that, you know what I'm saying, ever since he took over Twitter. You know, which we know that Elon Musk is working with the opposition anyway, you know what I'm saying. Basically, Elon Musk is just set up to bring in, he's gonna make free speech, so he's gonna have free speech on there until it gets so bad to where they start passing laws that that you can't do this anymore. He's basically just a pusher for new laws, you know, to get implemented. You know, as well as Kanye West. Kanye West was just set up to bring forth new laws, for them to push new laws. You know, he was set up to speak against them so that they can push new laws for speaking out against those fake Jews. You know, which is the same thing. Elon Musk, he's just a face, you know, that looks like he's on the side of the people when really he's working for the opposition. You know, he's just set up to make things bad to where they have to set up new laws, you know, for these social media sites to have to abide by, you know, so that people can't speak against certain groups no more. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna read this article. It says the White House said on Monday it was monitoring social media platform Twitter, now under the new chief executive Elon Musk, now under the stewardship of new chief executive Elon Musk, for misinformation. And it says, this is something we're certainly keeping an eye on, said the White House spokesperson. It says, when asked about Twitter becoming a vector for misinformation, it says, Gene said it was the responsibility of social media platforms to make sure that when it comes to misinformation, when it comes to the hate that we're seeing, that they take action, that they continue to take action. You know, so basically they got an agenda, you know, so they got this whole new world order agenda that they don't want anybody speaking against it. They don't want nobody exposing the lies, you know what I'm saying, which is why they don't want to put Alex Jones, they don't want to put Alex Jones back on Twitter, man. You know, because Alex Jones bring out basically a lot of information that the average American don't know about, you know. So they don't want to put Alex Jones back in there because he's exposing a lot of things, you know, things that they call, they label misinformation, you know. And I think Apple said that if Twitter put Alex Jones back on there, if they give him his account, that Apple wasn't going to have Twitter on this app no more, or something like that. I think Apple was going to separate from dealing with Twitter if they put Alex Jones back on there, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, and Elon Musk said something about children. He's against people speaking against children, you know, because you got all those kids that died over there in Sandy Hook. You know, they got shot up, and Alex Jones was bringing out how it was set up. You know what I'm saying? So they saying they don't want Alex Jones back on there, but it's really because Alex Jones be bringing out a lot of truth, man. You know, Alex Jones, he's an insider. You know, he knows a lot of people that's in these positions, that's passing these laws. He know their agenda, so he's bringing out this information. You know, because he's an insider that knows what's going on. But it says Musk, who has reinstated a number. No, it says in Musk, who reinstated a number of Twitter accounts that had previously been suspended, said at the weekend that new user signups were at an all-time high, but there has been a mass exodus of advertisers over concerns about verification and hate speech that Musk blames on activist groups exerting pressure on companies. And it says, we're all keeping a close eye on this, Gene told reporters at the White House. Social media companies have a responsibility to prevent their platforms from being used by any user to incite violence, especially violence directed at individual communities. You know, and first and foremost, they're talking about they're talking about those fake ass Jews over there in Israel. You know, they trying to have them protected by any means. You know, they don't want nobody spreading any other Hebrews to Negroes documentaries or anything like that, you know, exposing them. Even though Hebrews to Negroes was shit anyway, because it didn't even go into how these so-called white people are Edomites, and it didn't go into how those fake ass Jews over there were Edomites too, from the tribe of Amalek. But hey, it opened a lot of eyes for our people, which is what the Most High wanted in the first place, you know. And the elect, hey, they gonna look into it anyway. They're gonna start to dig deeper, and hey, eventually they're gonna find the right doctrine of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, which is the doctrine of GMS. You know what I'm saying? But she said, make sure when it comes to misinformation, when it comes to the hate that we're seeing, that they take action and continue to take action. So basically, man, hey, Elon Musk, he's just set up to have people speaking whenever they want till it gets so bad that they start to pass laws, you know, against people speaking hate online, so that they can push the same laws as they doing over there in Ireland, man. You know, giving people up to 5 years in prison for so-called hate speech. You know, they're gonna label it a hate crime. You know what I'm saying? To talk about, to speak your mind, man. Anything righteous, you know, they're gonna be protected, man. These groups out here, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna be protected for anybody speaking against them. You know? And this is Isaiah 29 and 21, and it says, they make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught. You see what I'm saying? So they're gonna make a man an offender for a word, man. And just speaking on these things, they're gonna label you a criminal. You know? Anything righteous, anything that you speak against or stand for that's according to the scriptures, hey, they're gonna label you a villain. You know? See how much time I got on my camera. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna label you a villain out here, man. Just for speaking up, just for speaking righteousness, man. You know, and coming in the name of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know, you ain't even gonna be able to say that name without somebody trying to persecute you or kill you. You know, in these days that's coming, man. Because a lot of people, they get exposed to this truth. A lot of people are starting to understand what these scriptures is about, and then they starting to look at it in a new light. You know, because the understanding of these scriptures have been introduced back to the earth, man. The real true doctrine of these scriptures, you know. And the ones that had the 100% truth, like I said, man, hey, it's Great Millstone, man. You know. And Great Millstone is gonna, the doctrine of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man, that was given to Great Millstone. Hey, the people in Great Millstone or follow the light doctrine, hey, they're gonna be the most hated people on the earth, man. You know, they're gonna be the most hated people on the earth because we know what's at stake. You know what I'm saying? We know what's at stake, and we ain't trying to back down, you know, when cameras get put in our face like Kyrie Irving. You see what I'm saying? You got people like Kyrie Irving, hey, once that heat get put on them, you know, that fire get put up under their ass, hey, they gonna fold, you know? But you got certain members out here, you got certain spirits that, hey, the Most High, he built perfectly, man. He built them for these particular situations that's coming up. You see? So when they start to make certain men an offender for a word and start to and lay snares and lay traps for him that reproveth in the gate, you know, that rebuke people, you know, for the things that they doing, hey, they're gonna try to lock you up, you know, they're gonna try to put you to death. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to do things to make you suffer. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna put fines on you, have you paying a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna demonize you in the media, you know, make you look like the most vile person on the earth. You know, they're gonna threaten your family, try to take your kids away from you, because they're gonna say that you unfit to be a parent for the things that you've been saying and thinking. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of hell coming to the men that speak this truth, man. You know, and I hear brothers say it all the time. A lot of men that's in this thing don't really know what they in for, man. They don't really know what they signed up for, you know? That's why you got members in IUIC and these other different camps that's in it just for the garments and the recognition, man. You know, they just in it just to be a part of something, man. They don't really understand what this is about, you know? So when that fire started to get put up under their ass, man, hey, they gonna spread out, you know, they gonna disperse like roaches when you turn the light on in the kitchen, you know?